like brought in a custom character that's like Humpty Dumpty, I'm probably gonna grab Humpty Dumpty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not going to say Humpty Dumpty's in the game because he's definitely not yet. I haven't found him. But you will be able to find my custom-made Pikachu. I made a custom Pikachu for the game. Yeah.
Bro, you just blew my mind. Fucking, we do fucking WWE 2K25 Smash Bros.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's some fun surprises in there.
Yeah.
That's something that's going to have to wait at least another week because we got to get finished with 2K24 first. We just got to get through WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, that's this upcoming episode's the final one.
Yeah. And speaking of WrestleMania, you want to talk like on our actual podcast about some wrestling?
Weird, Alex. Have we ever talked about wrestling on this podcast?
Hell no, dude. Like, straight up, I don't think we've ever talked about the man who cannot be seen, John Cena, who opened up Raw this week, getting ready for WrestleMania against Cody.
Little bit. He, I got to give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
He plays a heel really well.
Honestly,
really
like,
well.
He's always had it in him. We've known that. Like, he's always been able to, like, he's got the capability to do so.
Mm-hmm.
We should have seen that they're just going to keep subverting expectations with John Cena and the heel turn at this stage, because no new gear, no new music, no new gimmick. He's just, I am laying out all my grievances to you people. Like, he did the you people promo, the heel you people promo that is just like bog standard, and knocked it out of the park, like, in my opinion.
Yeah, this was a really good promo, and he wasn't wrong. I feel like he brought up a lot of points where he was actually like saying it to me.
Like,
so
that's, I loved on the socials WWE put out the little kid who they got the reaction shot of. They put out the video of him before and after where John Cena is calling them out, and that little kid shouts, "I love you, John Cena," and then he gets the direct shot from Cena, and the reaction after that is perfect.
Especially that kid over there. like oh my god. I okay, so that kid is not just popping up in the wrestling kind of portion of Reddit in the world. Like, this kid is starting to transcend into other areas of the internet now because of his reaction.
Yeah, it's he's turning into a meme, just like the angry Miz girl and that dude with the bug eyes when the Undertaker streak was broken.
Yeah. I feel so bad for the kid too, because Christina was like, they had to have let this kid know this was gonna happen, and I was like, I don't know. No,
dude. Like
I think they knew, like, potentially that Cena might point him out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they knew what he was gonna say. Like, the look on that kid's face, that was genuine shock. Like, genuine. There's no way this kid's an actor and was like perfect at this. There's no way.
That was the production team being on point. Like, that was the cameramen and the people in the truck, like, scanning the crowd, finding the people that they know they're going to get the reaction that they want from. That's what that was.
God, and it was the cameramen, they tend to be awesome lately, for real. Since last WrestleMania on, there's been such an improvement. It's kind of crazy.
Ever since they fired Kevin Dunn, it's gotten better.
Pretty much.
Yeah. As far as, like, actual, like, content of his promo.
Yeah, we should talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, opened up with, like, one of his, like, Twitter-ass quotes, like, motivational, like, platitudes that he loves, was a choice. I really liked how he played with the crowd initially, though, when he comes out and, like, he teases that he's gonna walk away. That was just, like, he's just edging them. Like, he's just Like, come on. We're going to get to this, but I'm going to make you work for it first.
I mean, this is like the epitome of edging the entire promo, Alex. This thing was a half hour long.
It was so long. And I know we still got a couple weeks till like actual WrestleMania, but
yeah,
it was interesting that they have kind of gone this route with Cena. I'm assuming this was his choice, but he didn't actually lay out his motivations for turning. Like, was it Jey costing him the Royal Rumble win when he was approached by The Rock, who The Rock was also noticeably absent from this promo at all?
Well, I mean, The Rock only shows up 8 times a year, so you can't. You got to pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so we're talking about Cena being a heel essentially for the last few weeks.
Yeah,
but he came out in this and said, "I'm neither a face or a heel. I'm a human being."
Yeah, which I like that line. I like that line.
I do too, because I feel like as much as this was a promo to put over the match between him and Cody, there was some. This was like Cena's pipe bomb, essentially, to me.
It was kind of
not
like
in the
everything he's held back over the years, right? Like it felt like something that he wanted to get off of his chest, like for the past like 20 years.
Yeah, because 25 years of a toxic relationship.
Well, yeah, but there was some good years in there.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying he put it as a 25 year long toxic relationship, which he's also not really wrong. That's what I'm like. He wasn't wrong in this promo. I think he just exaggerated some of it and used this like real world and sometimes often weird symbiotic relationship we have with either celebrities or those we consider celebrities.
Yeah, the parasocial like dynamic is ripe with John Cena. But that's kind of like where I'm of two minds of it as far as like his sort of motivation that he spoke to in this promo itself. Because on one end, like John, the past several years, you have been universally praised by the crowd. Like there hasn't been the Cena sucks chance in a number of years.
Because people acknowledge that he held up the WWE on his back like Atlas, for real. And it's true.
It is true. And that's kind of where I'm at. But on the other side of that, it's kind of like we're getting the Cena that we wanted to turn back in the day. Like he is reverting to, like, if he had turned back then, what would he have been like?
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like this is the heel turn that he's always wanted to do. I feel like he's just taking real world pieces of this kind of relationship that he has with the fans and exaggerating it, because I don't think he actually hates the fans. I think he knows it's a parasocial relationship and he knows there's good and there's bad, but because of him being a heel to really work the crowd better, he doesn't have to attack Cody, he just has to attack them.
Yeah.
And it worked really well, like really well. The crowd played their part perfectly. They fell for every trap he laid. Seriously.
Yeah, especially the Let's Go Cena chance. Like they queued him up for something that he had thought of ahead of time. He anticipated it and just drove a nail right through it.
Yeah. This was an amazing promo. He not only established himself as a heel, whether or not he wants to admit he's a heel on camera is whatever. But he's established himself as he's no longer the Cena you know. This is the company man. This is the man that's been behind the curtains the entire time. He's you're finally seeing the wizard, basically. Shout out to Wicked. I just watched that last night. That's probably why that's on my mind.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna say like this is the Cena that's always existed for the people that back in the day watched WWE Divas on E, because you go back and you watch like Cena on there, he is absolutely playing a character. Like he is turning it up to 11, like down to the contract that he made people sign when they moved in with him, from his Deke Stokes persona that he adopted, his animosity towards a dog, an innocent dog. Like
I mean, he's good at what he does, man. you got to give him credit. Like, his acting chops are pretty high.
Yeah.
And I think we've all wanted this version of Cena, and he's known that for a long time, but he never really got an opportunity to be a heel back then. Not like this, at least.
No, not like this at all. There's been indications,
yes,
when Rey Mysterio was champ for like a day, and immediately Cena's like, I'm taking that off of you.
Yeah. Or also, Dr. Thugonomics was kind of like a answer to all the Cena sucks stuff back in the day.
But that was kind of like early on in his career. That's when he discovered like his first like kind of like way in as far as like being John Cena a star.
Well, and I wouldn't even label that gimmick as necessarily like a heel or anything. I would say anti-hero, because he went after everyone at that. But I feel like the some of the signs of what a full heel Cena would look like kind of comes from that too.
That's kind of like his foundation.
Yeah,
I can see that.
But I mean, okay, he laid this up perfectly, brother. Like, everybody's now like, remember how we were talking either a week or 2 weeks ago about how we weren't really primed yet for a WrestleMania match with Cena, between Cena and Cody. I'm primed now. This set up everything, because he laid it up perfectly for Cody to come out, which I feel like you want to talk about next.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. Because this was like, Cody being short and kind of sweet with this was exactly what it needed to kind of put a button on it. Because he came out there and called, like, he did all the famous callbacks. He called him a whiny bitch, going back to like the early days of like tail end of the Attitude Era, before like the Ruthless Aggression Era started. He pointed to the John Cena cartoon on his shirt saying like, I want him at WrestleMania, because whoever this shows up, I'm going to run right over. Like,
because I already took his shot.
Yeah, like his best shot.
And I already got back up.
And
oh man, this was so good. Keep going. Keep going.
But like, my favorite part about it was at the end, they didn't play the music for either one of them. You just heard the crowd in Brussels, and my God, once again, like, WWE overseas, the crowds are unmatched. They are they are killing it over there.
So here's a question, because I actually was going to ask this question regardless, but we're at that perfect point now. Because I was thinking the same thing. The crowd is what made this happen, and I'm really glad they didn't play any music, because it hyped it up all the more after Cody threw the mic right at Cena. And do you think this promo would have worked in the same way had it been in America? Because if they had done no music, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It depends. Like, if they still do it in America and it still opens the show, I still think it's like white nuclear hot from that crowd. But I don't think it would be as hot at the end where they choose not to play the music. Like, I think the only way you can get a crowd like that in the States at that level would be in like Philly.
Yeah, Philly, or maybe even Atlanta.
Maybe Atlanta, yeah.
Because of Cody.
Yeah, but
otherwise, yeah, I agree. I don't think you would have been able to do it, because if they played the music in Brussels, you wouldn't have really heard it. It wouldn't have mattered. So I feel like at the end of the day, these two set it up for WrestleMania, for everyone to not only be primed for a WrestleMania match between these two, but are now foaming at the mouths.
Yeah. And God, it's unfortunate that this kind of opened the show, because I couldn't give two shits about anything else that happened on Raw that night.
There wasn't, yeah. Dude, okay, so Bleacher Report did bring up something that I do want to bring up, because I use it as a refresher a lot. Yeah. But I forgot that they did do a zoom in on someone having a Break a Wish sign to mock Cena, which, god damn, dude, the crowd is ruthless in Brussels. Like, shout out to you, Brussels. If any of you watch this that were there, dude, y'all were great.
I was totally going to make a Break-A-Wish shirt for our merch store before I saw that sign, and now I feel like I can't because I don't want to take credit from that person in that crowd because they deserve all of it.
They deserve all of it, dear
Yeah.
Lord. Oh my God. I cackled so freaking hard. It was so funny. Like I really wish we got more signs to this level that we're zoomed in on, because sometimes you'll see them, but they're not zoomed in on.
Yeah.
AEW does like a nice point on that, where they'll zoom in on a lot of those really funny fucking signs.
And occasionally they do like their signs of the night segment between commercials, which I appreciate. I just wish they would show more of the better ones rather than just the ones that are either taking the piss out of Cole or Pat. But Pat wasn't there tonight, wasn't it? It was Corey.
It was Corey. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I kept making jokes about, like, Corey was saying stuff, and I was like, Corey, you need to watch yourself, because you're lucky you're even on here right now, brother.
No, fuck that, dude. Corey Graves is damn good and would be a perfectly acceptable and better replacement sometimes than Pat.
Oh, no, I don't disagree with you, brother. I completely agree. But with the way Graves approaches situations, it could be a little bit more refined, let me say.
Yeah. Well,
I love Corey, man.
Yeah. As long as he's not sitting there next to Booker T, I'm happy. Because Booker, the only time he should be doing commentary is when he is also in the ring beating on people, putting the boots to them.
You know who else got the boots put on them?
Who's that?
Kaiser.
Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser, no holds bar, Penta. I hope they keep adding more little things to Penta's entrance every week. Like, just keep adding stuff to it, because what's the firework called? The spinning fire. The dragon's tail or something like that. I
don't remember.
Yeah, I feel like it's got like a Catholic name or something like that. Like a Catholic.
You need to go into the editor of WWE 2K25. Shout out WWE if you want to sponsor this. Hashtag not sponsored yet.
No.
But yeah, I don't remember what the name of it is though, off the top of my head. But I love that firework since they've added it.
Yeah, the jacket that he's got that he added on there, and they've been adding little embellishments to it. Just like, here's the thing. Like, all right, they haven't done a lot with Penta to the level of like you're afraid they're going to over push him, but they been doing the past several weeks where you're like, okay, is this where they're going to slot him in? And we finally got a clue to where they're going with Penta finally on this episode of Raw, with him being teased for an IC title like chance at least. And I like that direction, particularly since we've been seeing the video packages on SmackDown for Rey Fenix, who is officially signed, apparently, according to the dirt sheets.
I'm gonna wait to see WWE say that.
Oh, come on, it's video footage of SmackDown. Like,
no, I know,
very clearly him.
It's very clearly him.
Yeah.
I feel like they're setting us up for one of two conditions. Either Penta does actually go for just a full singles run right now.
Yeah.
And actually snakes that IC title, because I can see it happening, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, he's mega hot right now.
Yeah, and well, both him and Braun. So
Braun, you can move up the card.
That's why. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm like, you could literally have him take the title, then move Braun up the card.
Yeah,
which would work out in their favor. And then he can give up the belt to someone else, and then do a tag team run once Phoenix is in.
I was going to say...
Or not if they don't want to.
Yeah, give him the IC title, have him go on a little bit of a run, end it with a feud between him and Phoenix, have them kind of like develop this thing for, like a pay-per-view cycle, we'll say. Like a month-long thing.
Yeah.
And then it ends with them reconciling and tag teaming together.
Ooh, that'd be so good.
Yeah.
Like they realize there's a bigger threat. Oh, I just thought of it.
What?
I just thought of it. You go right through with their rivalry They make amends when they realize that the real enemy right now in WWE that they need to stop is a luchador that we all thought might have been Chad Gable, but isn't Chad Gable potentially or not?
Potentially or not. Quick point of clarification. I'm not sure if I missed it when the masked luchador made his appearance this week. Did they, after the fact, capture somebody else as him? Like, was there another, like, red herring with it?
Yes. So I believe some people think it's Kurt Angle. Because of the height and stuff and the way that the chin is.
Yeah.
But that easily could have been Chad too. I'm not going to lie.
It could have been.
Who knows? As far as we know, it's not though, because we saw them both on camera together. So why would we ever think that still, Alex?
Why would we?
But that I could see them going after American Made and be like, you take that mask off, and it's a mask off match.
How great would it be if somebody goes for that mask and just like the American Made section of it is just on like Velcro and it just tears off really quickly. So when they go for it, they make their escape from underneath the mask and they're just left holding that bit of the mask.
I love that so much. Oh my God. Oh, okay. When you run out of the Velcro pieces though, and they finally rip the mask off, there's another mask underneath.
Oh yeah. It's just like, but it's like one of those like nylon stocking ones. So his face is just like underneath it.
And the nose is up and everything. Yeah. Oh God, I would love it.
Yeah. But mystery I think that would luchador, they showed up during the match between Dakota Kai and Ivy Nile, which this is for a contenders match for the women's IC title. If I'm not mistaken, right? That was what it was.
It is. Yeah.
Good. I want more people going for the IC title, not just out of nowhere. I want there to be like an actual like prestige to a mid-card title like this, like build it up a little bit. Match was like, what the fuck was LWO doing out there to attack American Made out of no, like, why jump them during the middle of the match when they're walking around? You could have gotten them any other time.
Yeah, I feel like they understood from Ivy's match the previous week with was it the previous week or the week prior with Valkyria?
I think it was the week prior because that was before Gable came back.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was the week prior.
Yeah,
but it was very mid. And I at the time I was saying, you know, it's because these two wrestlers probably have never wrestled against each other. It looked that way to me. And they just really didn't have a feel of everything yet. Unfortunately, this match felt the same way to me. And I know these two have definitely been in the ring with each other before. So I feel like the antics were done in case this match didn't get heat. And I don't feel like it got heat. And it's unfortunate because Niall did a beautiful fucking German suplex. Like a beautiful one.
I suspect it had a lot to do with John Cena's opening promo going like half hour, you know? Like I feel like that went a little long, so they had to cut things, you know, down backstage before they went out there, and it kind of threw them off their rhythm.
I could agree with that, definitely. Yeah, because I could see that promo have like originally supposed to take only like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and
then they crowd work and everything. Yeah, it ended up being half hour. I mean, so I could definitely see that.
There was probably like 30% was just crowd booing and cheering during that promo.
Seriously. But they chewed the scene, Alex. Man,
they
like
did.
You kind of have to.
When you have an opportunity like that, you have to take advantage, and I'm not gonna begrudge them for it. You know.
Especially when you have such a hot fucking crowd like Brussels. Like, holy
Dude, they were
shit,
up for everything. Even this.
Even this. Oh. Which, and again, like, they might have been not as into this as they were with Penta and Kaiser. But, like, the entire show, Brussels was on their game. Like, it wasn't like where it's dead silence in a random American city.
Yeah, and then it doesn't get, like, on their feet until like the closing segment of the match.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I know Kai defeated Niall. I know. I still think Niall's gonna be taking the belt off of Valkyria at the end of the day.
Look, you know what? I'm okay with that as long as it still feels like competitive. Like there's still like multiple women going for that belt. As long as there's like a healthy competition, like it doesn't have to be long reigns with the mid card titles at all. We don't need another Gunther 666 plus days,
Right.
IC run. As long as we keep it on the level of like, oh no, there's prestige. People want it.
Well, especially with a belt like this where they're not really giving it much airtime.
No, not yet. Maybe we'll get some more. Like post WrestleMania.
And I feel like they might just be looking for the right candidate. Maybe they don't really want Valkyria on the mic a lot. I don't know. It's unfortunate because I do like watching her wrestle a lot. I feel like she has some pretty damn good crowd work already.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to see. But I feel like they might do this like American Made push and give Niall the belt. So like someone on American Made has a belt.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that as long as because in my headcanon for this is they're just keeping it on TV so people don't forget about it with all the stuff for WrestleMania going on. We get to WrestleMania, and then post WrestleMania, it'll become more of a focus on the weekly TV shows.
Yeah. You know what didn't need focus though, Alex? Austin Theory facing off against Jey Uso.
Okay, before we get to that though, we gotta talk about Bianca and Io signing their contract for WrestleMania.
Yeah, you're right.
Only get interrupted by Rhea Ripley, who then signed the paper after they had signed it. And what?
That's not how contracts work.
No.
Though I will admit, this spot was a lot more fun than the upcoming one that I preluded to. I thought it was funny because she was basically like, "No, Dad, I signed it. No, Dad, I signed it." Essentially, at the end of the day, and it was funny. It makes no fucking sense though.
Zero.
That's not how contracts work. It's not how they work. Your name's not on it.
I feel like this is a reflection of Rhea Ripley's character. Just always has been a heel and has only been a face because like the crowd has embraced her. Now they are leaning into more of her being just like a petulant child in order to get them to be like, no, like screw you, you gotta boo Rhea Bloody Ripley now.
Yeah, and luckily, Alex, we have a reporter that just got in.
Yes.
Who has been on the ground with Rhea Ripley. Juan Walsh.
She's angry about it.
He's 100% correct as usual.
As usual.
She told me how angry she was about it, picked me up in her arms like a little baby, kissed me on the forehead and said it's all going to be okay. I felt better.
Oh.
I think we all would. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm pretty sure she could like curl each one of us in either hand while like the third one is like on her back and she's doing squats at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, I can see that. Baby Bjorning it.
Yeah.
I call the baby Bjorn.
You call her baby Bjorn?
Yeah.
That's fair.
But that's where I want to fall asleep.
Well, so she was able to cradle you into saying it's okay for her to sign a contract her name's not on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as we all know, I'm a legal expert. That's a binding contract.
Yeah.
He is normally our legal reporter.
He is. He knows.
Very few people know this, but Shinsuke is actually a notary, and she had it notarized by him.
No joke, I'm a notary too. We could make this happen.
We can make this happen.
Oh,
you know what we shouldn't have made happen though, boys?
Yes, the next segment, which I am very curious about. Walsh, did you see Austin Theory versus Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw?
I mean, I did. I'm not sure what happened, but I saw it.
It was 30 seconds of just hot garbage, right?
So the entrance work was definitely 30 seconds. You're right on that.
Yeah. No, I meant the actual match. The actual match, I believe, was less than 30 seconds. Like bell to bell.
No. Yeah. Everything all together was a minute.
Oh, my God.
Like right around a minute. The entrances took as long as the match.
Okay,
he knows he messed up that jump. He's gonna work on it. It's practice,
dude. All right. Here's my theory. Not my Austin theory, my actual headcanon theory. Okay?
I was just thinking that in my head too. Gosh darn it! Oh, okay. I love it.
So all this shit with Gunther over these past couple of weeks has led to Jay cutting promos on his way to the ring or after his matches, talking about how he's crashing out, he's falling apart. What if he's being shit on purpose in the ring to visualize that aspect?
I mean, he could very well be doing this in a way so that Gunther underestimates him again.
Look, it's the only way I can salvage this in my head, kayfabe-wise, okay? Because this was shit.
That's like going to 4D chess from tic-tac-toe.
And not only that, you're expecting it from Jey Uso.
I know, okay?
Well, that's not true. We're expecting it from the writers.
Yeah, that's true. But Triple H, he's got the pen. All right. He's got the booking pen.
All right. This didn't need to happen at all, boys. No. This could have been a commercial break match, and I would have been happy to not even know it had existed. Literally. Okay, so literally, the entrances take 30 seconds. Jay gets his butt beat up for about 15 seconds, right around. He then comes back with a spear.
Who the commentary team called a crossbody because it looked that shit.
It looks so bad. I can understand calling it something else because it wasn't no spear, and Austin did not know how to take it. So all of it looked bad. Yeah. We then get Gunther coming up to try and choke him out. Mm-hmm. Which is weird, and then we get this suicide dive.
An homage to Top Dollar's flop that ended up him discovering that he was suffering from diabetes.
The diabetes. The Flop Dollar shout out, because it looked like he was about to hit his head right in the fucking apron, dude. Yeah, this looked real bad. He got real lucky. The moment he caught on the rope, I was like, oh no. Out loud. I was like, oh no, this is gonna go bad. And sure as shit, it did go bad, but not bad in a way that he would never recover from. Just bad in a way where you wish that wasn't on camera.
Yeah,
kind of bad.
Yep. It reminds me of the Mighty Ducks. Quarter of an inch one way, he would have been just fine. Quarter of an inch the other way, he would have caught his shoulder right on the rope and just sprung right back into the ring.
Yep.
Oh,
Ivar a few weeks back had a nasty fall, and it ended up being fine, but it looked real bad, looked real nasty. And if he had been in just a quarter inch one way or a quarter inch another, it was the same kind of deal where it would have been career ending, maybe even life ending.
Yeah.
Or maybe just bringing yourself into a vegetative state. Who knows? But that one's not going to be remembered like this one.
No.
This one was gnarly looking. It was gnarly looking, and this is one that got replayed a lot right after Raw was over for the night too, because I saw it pop up on social media a bunch.
I'm not gonna lie, we have been a Jey Uso defender here for the past several weeks because he's fucking so over with the crowd. It's kind of put him in that spot, give him the opportunity. But there have been a lot of people online and in some of the crowds. Very much against Jey Uso because of stuff like this. The old joke has always been the Usos have 4 moves and that's it. They're not that great in the ring. And while it may be true, it didn't matter at the end of the day. I mean, fucking Goldberg had 2 moves and he was the most push star WCW ever had.
Yeah. Well, I almost said Brock Lesnar, but that motherfucker had moves he wasn't allowed to do. So,
yeah. You got to do that shooting star press from the top rope once.
Yeah.
Got a long list of moves.
Yeah.
All of them in the no column.
I have to admit, this does make me question our defense to some degree, because why even put this out there at all? Not even including the suicide dive, just the match in general. Theory and Waller do not look at all like anyone you should have any sort of rivalry, even if it's just squash rivalry. Like, they're not on your level yet.
The story could have gone a bit different and been way better, to where have Austin Theory and the other guy, who I don't know his name, sorry.
Grayson Waller.
Have them basically beating the crap out of Uso and have Gunther come out and protect him and be like, no. I'm going to beat him at his best. You guys don't get to hurt him. I'm going to take him down again at his best.
Dude, thank you. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, brother. Yes. If you're going to do this, you need to have Gunther come out and defend him.
If you don't do that in place of this, I would have done what they were doing the previous weeks, where it's just Gunther beating up some nobody in his eyes on the roster and just obliterating them for just to, show his dominance, his authority, his threatening nature. Like, that works too. Poor Otis, I know.
You could have totally done like it originally was supposed to start off as a squash match for Jey. Waller interferes, and it's a DQ. Jey wins because also Gunther comes out all pissed off, like, no, you don't go after him. So it's just a big old disqualification that happens, and then Pierce or whatever comes out and is like, nope, you are facing off against Waller now. And then he's like, no, I want to face off against both of them.
I'll show him how it's done.
Yeah.
I would have loved that too. There was so many ways you could have done this where we just came up with these just now that would have worked better.
Just have him come out, have Gunther come out, hold Lawler at the side of the ring just in like some hold and be like, you watch what happens to your friend.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would have loved that, dude. And you make Gunther look like a huge threat again so easily, dude. This is why everybody, if you have not seen our GM mode series, you need to watch it. Walsh is a savant at fucking putting together a entire show. This man knows how to set up fucking promos. He knows how to set up future rivalries down the road. Hell, tag this motherfucker teams. Knows. Yeah, he knows how to make a rivalry out of a tag team.
And then back to a tag team.
Yeah.
WWE, I will accept bags full of money for story ideas.
Seriously. Because imagine any of those ideas that we came up with here would have worked a million times better, and I wish they had done it.
Yeah.
Because this was pointless.
Speaking of pointless, we got the LWO versus the Creeds.
I knew he was going to do this. The moment I stopped talking is when I realized he was going to do it. Because I did it to him just a little bit ago.
Yeah. Just a another short match on a forgettable fucking rest of this show. Only thing memorable is we got another surprise from the Masked Luchador, who, they've copyrighted or trademarked Grande Americano, so maybe that's going to be his name going forward. I'm not sure. I'm not against it because it's fucking dumb as shit, and I kind of love that.
You know what they did? They looked up Starbucks.
Yeah.
And they were like, that looks Hispanic.
Mm-hmm. Close
and
enough.
They're like, I need a Grande Americano, please.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everybody.
You know what? Make it a venti.
Yeah.
Make it a venti.
No, dude, we're talking about Chad Gable. He's not that tall.
Yeah. It ain't no venti. It ain't even no Trenta.
I don't know the small size at Starbucks.
I think it's a tall. I think it's actually called a tall.
It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't. Okay. Do y'all remember that movie? I don't remember which movie it was.
Yep.
Huh?
It was Role Models.
Role Models.
Oh, Role Models. Okay, thank you. Yes, it was Role Models. Oh, God. Where you get so mad about the names of them. And it's I don't think it's actually Starbucks in the movie.
It's just a coffee shop, yeah.
It's just a coffee shop, but they do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. Because when you say large, they're like, oh, do you mean a venti?
Well, no. Tall is large.
Yeah.
Grande is Spanish for large. Venti is the only one that doesn't mean large.
It means 20 ounces?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Maybe. Who cares? It's fucking coffee. Drink it.
God. But yeah, that's the vibe it gives off to me though. This match I think could have, if it had been given more time, could have been really good.
Could have been.
because the Creeds, I'm not gonna lie, man, they've got moves. It's just they don't have crowd work.
Not yet, no.
And I feel like until they get crowd work, a lot of these matches are not going to be remembered.
Something else that was an example of how not to do crowd work was Seth Rollins coming out to the ring to talk for a little bit to the crowd to hype them up on nothing before the main event. I really was he just there to remind us that he exists? I'm not sure. Like, it was just time filler.
Yeah, I feel like something happened where they needed to waste more time again.
Yeah, like I think Braun was like having trouble getting his singlet back on after taking the shit backstage.
Yeah. Actually, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say it might have been one of those. We need 5 minutes. Seth, get out there and let the crowd just kind of sing at you for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't really. I know it was like he talked about Roman Reigns and Punk and everything else, but it didn't set anything up.
No,
it didn't set anything up. Like, it was pointless to me.
That's one of the points I did like. Is the whole reason CM Punk wasn't there was he got time off to spend with his wife for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
From what I hear, WWE never used to do that crap under someone else.
Yeah.
It used to be, oh, it's your birthday, or you just had a kid? Too fucking bad. Get in the ring.
Dude, they used to make him work on Christmas, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what? Props to the company for realizing people need time with, friends and family. It's not all work.
I just wonder, did the man of the house allow Seth to go out there and speak to the crowd? Because if that very much
permission.
Yeah.
That very much felt like a impromptu on his end. So I agree. Did he call the man of the house?
Oh, I got a feeling Triple H called the man of the house.
Yeah.
And the man of the house said, hey, you need to get out there because we need more diapers and formula.
Look, since we're talking about Becky, I think this is a good opportunity to give her some credit for not returning the TV pre-WrestleMania, because she's like, no, what am I gonna do? You've already got like the main events and the big stuff booked. I'm just gonna go out there and make myself look like a fool. No, I'll come back after WrestleMania when you can treat me like a big deal again.
Yep. Just wait for Charlotte to get injured again.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for whoever wins one of the main events and just have her step out and be like, okay, I know who my target is. Thank you very much for winning. I'm coming for you.
Honestly, you bring Becky back and have her go after one of the two new titles. That'll help add weight to it too.
Oh yeah,
because you could easily see her be like, "I've never held this title because it never existed. I want that on my record."
That one looks shiny. I like shiny things.
Oh man, can you imagine the fun that she could have with Chelsea Green and her army of Scottish women?
Dude, I feel like every episode we're about to get a new Secret Service member.
We are not trying to reignite World War I or II.
She has been teaming up with Drew McIntyre as well on her social media. She has been.
Yeah, she has been. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Even on Threads.
Dude, hell yeah. But main event, Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. Balor Club keeps on losing. Like, they do not want to put this man over, ever. He just exists to lose these days. It feels like.
I felt like this was the time to where they either had to pull the trigger on this with him or not, because up until this point, I kind of was getting the vibe that maybe he would take the belt off of Braun. I don't know, man. This was a pretty good match. I'm not gonna lie.
Solid.
This is pretty awesome. Especially with the shenanigans with the Judgment Day. Kind of had that old Judgment Day kind of vibe, and I liked it.
A little bit.
And Carlito was there.
Yeah. Did you like...
Where does he get those apples?
Oh, he just always has them with him. Did you like Dominic Mysterio saying, hey, I've thought of a new member to add to the Judgment Day, Penta? And Finn Balor immediately being like, dude, he just said that he's coming for the belt that I'm trying to win right now in this next match. And Carlito responding to him being like, dude, do you even watch the show? The headcanon
So
being
fourth wall
Dominic
breaking.
definitely doesn't watch the show.
God,
Doesn't keep
no.
up with anything.
God, no. And besides, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. I kind of feel like all this weird vibes that we've been getting, like where they've been kind of like not melding real well at Judgment Day, where I originally thought maybe it was Finn or Liv. I'm starting to think it's Dom's doing on purpose.
Like he's
I think he wants that title.
He was holding it. They did the side by side of like Eddie with
Him
that
and
photo,
Eddie.
yeah, doing the same look.
Yeah, and because I watched it back after seeing that, and you very much get the vibe of like, this is my belt.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Dominic is playing 4D chess, and we're all playing checkers, where we all thought he was just eating nuggies.
At the same time, do you think he may have someone coaching him, a la our favorite boy, Karrion Kross? Because they were spotted in the background talking to each other.
They were. And plus,
I don't know who that guy is, and he keeps popping up like, I got W. It's like, dude, you're just some guy.
He is.
So Karrion is one of those where they've never really put their weight behind him.
No, they have. They absolutely have put the full force of the company behind him, especially back when he was in NXT. And
you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then they brought him to the main roster in some stupid fucking bondage gladiator gimmick. And it wasn't working. Like, past 4 years, I would say, he has not been working out.
This is starting to work for me, though.
Is he an actual wrestler?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's thought he was like the one guy, Adam Pearce.
Like a GM.
Yeah. Like, I didn't think he was actually a wrestler. He's just the guy off to the side, like.
Well, okay, so Karrion was like the leader of the Final Testament.
Yes.
Which had an old man who should have retired decades ago. And
Paul Ellering, he's a legend.
Thank you.
Put some respect on that name.
Sorry. They brought him out of the grave to come back and not say a fucking word.
Not
ever.
once.
Just never, ever said a fucking word.
Just be there, look like the Grim Reaper.
Yep. And then they had what's their faces?
Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain. Thank you. I was like,
Razor.
Thank you. I was like, I know it's AOP. I'm like, why can't I think of the freaking full version?
Because they never gave him any fucking time.
Never. And this was like a pretty decent kind of mashup. This looked like a weird, like freaks and geeks kind of like mashup that would just kind of work together because they were all bruisers. And they just never really did anything with it. And then they got rid of, they put the guy back in the casket.
Yeah.
And then they told the Authors of Pain that they didn't really want to sign for a second book deal.
Yeah.
And then Karrion got to kind of finally just go nuts with his character, and has been doing this amazing like puppet master bullshit that I'm fully here for.
And being fucking hilarious at it at the same time. When he surprised AJ Styles backstage and just like hopped over his shoulder with his arms wrapped around him, fucking it popped me. I fucking was chuckling my ass off.
I was gonna say, dude, he has comedy chops, and I love that he's getting to do it, because he wasn't really getting to do anything like this prior, where it was more accidental funny because of the group that they had. But this is like him actively just being funny, because if you follow him on social media or anything, or if you see him in anything outside of like wrestling where he's like answering questions and stuff, the dude is really fucking funny.
Yeah,
real funny.
So he's going the Evil Dead 2 route.
Kinda, yes. Yeah.
Like, so we tried to go scary, but people laughed. Let's lean into it.
Yeah.
He paired up with The Miz and made The Miz do some bullshit so that he could ruin his friendship with R-Truth and all that. Like,
I'm sorry, he
took him hostage.
How many times he threatened to break The Miz's leg? It's like, either you do this or I'm going to break your leg.
The way that he would say it to him, it was no wonder the Miz had a hard time trying to figure out if he was being serious or not, or just taking the piss. But this version of Carrion is so great, and I cannot wait for this end result we're getting from him pulling all these strings. I feel like this is kind of a result of him losing Final Testament, so he's like, you know what? I'm screwing over Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
See, to me, it seems like he's trying to pull all the strings, but he ain't got no strings.
Like Ultron.
Well, he's kind of like, think of it as like he didn't start with the strings, but he's slowly kind of getting those different puppets together and working in ways that he wants. I don't think the final product is him destroying Judgment Day. I think that is one of the stepping stones of whatever this plan is.
What if it's taking over Judgment Day?
I'm here for it. That'd be fun.
I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, though,
Join the New Day.
Won't be upset
well,
with that. New Day.
I mean, I could see him pulling some strings to screw them over.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like as good as this match was that we had between Braun and
Finn.
Finn, thank you. The setup that we got going on around this match is more important at the end of the day. Because I feel like it's not going to be any of these people here that is going to take the belt off of Braun. I feel like this is just a precursor. Braun's just kind of a footnote in this storyline.
I mean, at the end of the day, the closing segment was Penta raising that IC belt and like staring down Braun. Like, sure, let's fucking run this immediately because that could fucking rule. And I'm seated. I'm like, let's go.
Not gonna lie, I forgot all about that. Penta handed him back the belt. Like, here, this is yours for now.
Yeah. Then Sarah,
well, that's kind of I feel like that's the end result here is Judgment Day and Carrion's kind of storyline has nothing to do at all, and it's just a footnote in all this with Braun and Penta and vice versa. Because I'm not gonna lie to you boys, I feel like Penta's taking that belt.
I'm all for it. Fuck yeah.
I'd be up for that.
Imagine Braun going 900 million miles an hour off the ropes into a spear, only to be countered with a sling blade.
Or a Canadian destroyer. I'm sorry, Mexican destroyer.
Sorry, Mexican destroyer. Thank you.
Or Penta leaping out of the ring at Braun and not catching the rope.
What if?
Sorry.
Nope. Don't apologize for that.
No, don't you pull a Penta and two-toe dip and then decide you're not gonna.
Look,
I just want to get my feet wet.
Yeah. Ease into the pool.
But maybe that's why this match didn't have Finn win, because they both do the sling blade and Penta's is better, unfortunately, for Finn. So
yeah. Maybe.
It's the rhinestones. That's what does it.
That's absolutely what does it. Oh God. All right. Enough of Raw.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, Walsh, you didn't catch Dynamite this week. Okay.
Nope.
You missed.
Wow.
Okay.
Something.
Okay. Yeah, you missed something. All right. Number one, putting this out there before we get into it. They were in Omaha, Nebraska, hit by a blizzard. So the card was kind of up in the air, and what they had advertised was Tony Khan was like, we're going to make happen because everybody that I booked for the show is still here, but we're going to have to make do like with the rest of it. And we got one of the best fucking all-time Dynamites of all time.
Yeah, this was really fucking good. This was really good.
Opened up.
Scramble making a good show.
Yeah. We had the number one contenders match for facing Kenny Omega at Dynasty for the International Championship. Ricochet, OC, Mike Bailey, Mark Davis. Just a fucking whirlwind of awesome in this. I don't even know what the best part of this match was because there was so much good shit happening. Mark Davis.
Don Callis commentary.
Okay, yeah.
I'm sorry, but he was
great
on the mic. He always is. So
I mean, he started that fucking trend of them just talking about Mark Davis's massive ass.
Yep.
Who looked like a fucking monster in this. God damn, he looked dope as shit, dude. He looked unstoppable. Like, he could have taken this, and I would have not been upset about it whatsoever.
Shout out to Speedball Bailey, though.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't follow him on Threads and stuff, dude's awesome. If you ever watch this dude, love you.
Yeah.
You have been amazing on your entrance into AEW, because this showing was no joke either from him. The man is like so fast on his feet, and he actually makes this taekwondo fucking blood sport kind of gimmick just look amazing.
Dude, that springboard from the middle rope to the outside of the ring blows my mind every time he does it.
Dude,
I don't know how he like floats over the top of the rope out and still hit a target. I don't know how he does that.
And you pair him up with someone like Ricochet,
and
oh
my God, Ricochet was so fucking good in this match, playing like this just dickhead fucking asshole who's gonna be like, no, I'm gonna wait on the outside for my opportunity. Going so far as we don't see it happen, but he gets thrown to the outside and he decides, I'm going to jump on commentary and start shit-talking everybody, including the referee for yelling at me to try and get back in here. He goes, no, I'll get back when I want to.
Oh, God. Him being this, like, just fucking shit heel, I love it so goddamn much. And it's great, too, because he really helps sell the idea with Speedball Bailey. In how maneuverable Bailey is, because Ricochet is one of those guys that not only can dish out crazy maneuvers, but he can help other guys who can dish out crazy maneuvers and stuff like that do the same thing and make it look awesome. And this was no different. Like their kicking match that they had, like their roundhouse kicking match, was amazing. Fucking loved it,
dude. Oh, God, Mark Davis picking up Orange Cassidy by the feet into a pile driver?
Dude.
What?
Dude. This Mark Davis, man. Okay, I got to give this man credit. He is a lot faster than I would have expected. I know they said that on commentary. I know. That doesn't negate when you actually see this chunky boy move, man. Like, he's a blur.
Yeah.
He's a blur. He was on the ground. Then all of a sudden he's standing and catches someone out of midair. And I swear to God, Alex, you needed a slow-mo camera to catch it, because there wasn't enough frames. There just wasn't.
You know what there wasn't enough frames for? Was when OC went for that pinfall and he got a 1 count and he started arguing with Bryce that it was 2.
It was a 2 count. It was a 2 count.
Oh, that's the pedantic shit I would do.
Yeah.
Dude, you would love Orange Cassidy, man. He is so freaking funny. I mean, we got full rage Orange Cassidy in this. He put both hands in his pockets.
Yeah, and then he started laying in those kicks.
Dude. We even got the wind up.
Yeah. God. And a decent finish, a bit convoluted for Mark Davis getting pinned by a backslide by Speedball Mike Bailey, for Ricochet to then also get on top with his feet on the ropes so that they both won. And now it's a 3-way match of Dynasty against Kenny Omega.
Okay. So at first I thought only Bailey won. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh right now. Whoo, buddy. Okay. Ricochet literally puts his feet up on that middle or top rope or whatever. I don't even remember which one. I don't know if I can remember. He then smacks his face as hard as he can right into fucking Mark Davis's crotch. And I mean, he put the force of fucking God into that head slam, brothers. And he just got crotch full of face. And I know it was technically a 3 count.
Yeah.
That was like 8 fucking seconds, it felt like to me, man. Just... Blah, 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 blah. It just started motorboating that shit.
Oh, man.
It was the best day of his whole life.
Oh, my God. It was one of the... And not only that, I thought only Bailey won, so I turned to Christina and was like, all that just to get a fucking face full of crotch. And then they said Ricochet and him would have a 3-way match, and I was like, damn it. Okay. Yeah. I guess the crotch wasn't all for nothing.
No, it wasn't for nothing, because we're getting a fucking banger of a match at Dynasty. No surprise. Kenny Omega, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Ricochet. Fuck
God
yes.
damn. That shit, if you haven't seen that match, everyone, I highly recommend. If you don't even want to watch the full match, watch the pinfall.
No, just watch this whole fucking show, because it's all gold. Because after this, we got Mercedes Moné versus Billy Starks for the TBS Championship. God. And my God, the fucking bumps in this fucking match. Okay, from the corner, Billy Starks has Mercedes up on her shoulders in the electric chair position and just drops her on her fucking head. That it looked like she fucking killed her. And she goes for the pinfall. Blew my mind. I thought like Mercedes was seriously hurt. I didn't fucking catch that she had her foot on the ropes the entire time and got out of it. And what happens immediately after that? Mercedes kind of like works her way to the outside apron. Billy Starks is like, okay, I gotta step it up. Goes for a fucking senton. Mercedes gets out of the way, and just her fucking spine hits this apron with such force, like Darby Allin level of I hate my spine in this fucking match, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, and so any of you at home who don't remember who Starks is, Billy Starks, if you don't watch Ring of Honor, at least if you watch Ring of Honor, you know who she is.
Yeah,
but this was a great way to bring her back into AEW. Yeah, like, holy shit, was this a match?
Yes. Oh.
What I really liked the most, though, was it felt like they were experimenting in this match and testing the waters with how, like, the limits of each other. Like, this wasn't one of those, like, first time these two have ever wrestled and it looks just, like, meh. This was, like, two top competitors walking in, slightly already knowing each other to some degree, but learning more along the way. Like, this was top tier, and I think Mercedes needed this kind of match.
I mean, she's been on a fucking run lately that I'm all here for. And like, the story of the match really worked for me because it was Billy Starks being like this, young upstart, but who has a surprising amount of experience. Like, she's 20 years old. This is her 500th match.
500th, yeah. At 20.
Damn.
Yeah, but Mercedes still being like the experienced vet who like just knows better because she's got more of that like big match experience. Like, she knows how to defend the title, knows what the stakes are, knows like how to handle pressure like nobody's business. Dude, totally worked, 100%. And then I even loved after that we got Renee interviewing Mercedes backstage later on in the show, setting up Athena. Finally,
yep. Yeah,
Athena's gonna show up and they're gonna have a fucking brutal fucking match. Like, expectations are high for this for me.
Me too. And honestly, this match could have been the main event. Like, and I would have been like, oh, this is amazing. But no, Alex, this led into yet another different match that had high stakes like this one.
Surprisingly, yes, a street fight AEW championship match in the middle of the fucking show with Jon Moxley and Cope. A fucking street fight in the middle of the show. Okay.
Another one that would close a show out normally.
Yeah.
In the middle. Okay, Walsh. Okay, Alex had said a moment ago that this Dynamite was insane. This is partially why.
Yeah.
Just the idea that these two matches, Mercedes Moné's matches and this one we're about to talk about, happened in the middle.
And something I want everybody to keep in mind, you guys and the people listening and watching at home, Mox, because of the blizzard, drove 11 hours to be here for this, to do this fucking match. And it opens up, Mox is making his entrance from outside the arena. Cope shows up to fucking blindside him, and because it's a street fight, it's just gonna fucking happen wherever. They're brawling in the backstage area. He throws him into the box truck, that the prop truck is what it was. There are little bits of like, clues back there and like inside jokes throughout that. Kicks him into a fucking door. We get a walk and brawl through the backstage area before they actually make it to the ring. Just, doing like kind of like generic walk and brawl shit. And that's fine. Like, I'm all for it because like whatever, you know, they don't. This was building to something. Okay.
Thank you.
Building to something.
Yes. Okay, Walsh. Yeah. This literally, like, this was a ramp. What we watched was essentially it just went like this for a little bit, like a perfect ramp up.
Yeah.
It got you ready.
So, and it's a street fight, so the weapons start coming out, and it's all, you know, very standard stuff until Cope retrieves his iconic now weapon, Spike. The 2x4 plank with just a bunch of nails wrapped around the end of it. Like just a bed of nails. And forever, it's one of those weapons like Triple H's sledgehammer where you use it, but you don't actually use it like how it's intended. Like Triple H always put his hand on the end of the mallet end of the sledgehammer when he hit people with it. Spike has always been more of like a threat than an actual weapon. And instead, he swings for the fucking fences at Mox's torso. Both the front and the back. And you're like, oh, holy shit, I wasn't expecting him to actually use it as a weapon. Okay, that's fine, that's good. And then he lays it down. Murder. Then he lays it down, picks up Mox, and just suplexes him on the fucking nails. He penetrated his back with the nails. It was stuck in his back.
Stuck in him.
For like
literally
way too long. Way too
all sorts of it. There's all sorts of important stuff in your back.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm real worried about his spine. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Nerves.
It went in like at its deepest, probably just over a quarter inch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, a lot of these were. Yeah. Otherwise, a lot of these were like maybe an eighth of an inch because it's on the 2x4 and they're all kind of curved around. Yeah. So some of them didn't get as much penetration, and some of them didn't breach at all. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But the ones that did,
they impaled him. God damn.
They impaled him. Like, this was crazy.
Yeah. Wheeler Yuta has to come out to, number one, get some separation between Mox and Cope, and buy some time for them to remove the weapons from Mox's back.
Yep. He swung for the fences originally, and we're all thinking like, "Oh shit! Wow! All right."
Yeah.
That paled in comparison to suplexing someone onto that thing. I think that is nastier. I think that is meaner.
Yeah. This was the peak of the match, and then we got like shenanigans. Like the Death Riders, the remaining members come out to make a save. FTR come out to, you know, even out the odds. So does Willow Nightingale doing a fucking dope ass fucking somersault in a fucking cardigan, a loose knit cardigan, just looking ridiculous. And surprisingly, members of the patriarchy, Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian, do all sorts of shenanigans. Like, I think the total count is like 6 people to take on Cope at the end for him to finally take a loss. Finally. Fucking Mox retains. Jesus.
God. This match, man. This is a mid-card match. Like, what the fuck? Like,
so hard to watch this.
Like, don't get me wrong. The peak was definitely the suplex. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But we didn't go much farther down. Like, this match was crazy. The only thing missing was Jay White. He probably couldn't make it because of the storm.
Probably. And then with Cope taking the loss, we got the tease of an FTR heel turn with Dax refusing to shake his hand. If this ends up like I hope with FTR splitting, I love FTR, but I need a Cash Wheeler singles run because that dude is nitroglycerin in a fucking race car gas tank. That dude is insane. Dude. Like, the way that he can fucking sprint and dive to the outside and go on these fucking heat runs, I need to see that more in my wrestling, just flat out.
Oh, hell yeah. Especially, like he could be like the likes that could take on the Hurt Syndicate and have it be believable.
Yeah.
Or even like an MJF. This guy could have an amazing singles run. Just an amazing singles run. And imagine both of them going heel. Like, you can get an amazing run out of both of these guys.
Oh, absolutely. I just want to get a little bit more like singles action
out of Cash.
Yeah, because he's fucking phenomenal. But speaking of Hurt Syndicate, MJF, we got pre-tape for Hurt Syndicate, just hyping them up, keeping them looking like a fucking $1 million. And then MJF doing a promo backstage, keeping up the story of MVP, giving them that card, promising he'll have an answer next week. Boilerplate stuff, but necessary.
Yeah, and it makes sense, especially with having to hold off from the storm. It's better off to put something light. Yeah,
and well delivered on MJF's part, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then filler match. I feel like it's silly to say, but we got Will Ospreay versus AR Fox just doing crazy fucking high-flying random shit.
I had fun with this match. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a mid-match just because it felt last minute. Sure. Yeah. Still had a good time.
Yeah, still a fucking blast.
I'm not going to lie. I was hoping for a moment that instead of giving the high five to the kid that looked like Orange Cassidy, that Ospreay was going to start a heel run and just whoop that kid's ass and just do full of Cena.
We can't always get that, unfortunately.
Not yet.
No. But this, just a fun fucking sprint.
We also got Adam Page saying, Adam Page saying he's gonna join the Owen Hart tournament after this. Yeah, and speaking on his history with Swerve, still just keeping that generational fucking beef going, talking about how he promised he would never let Swerve hold the AEW World Championship again. He has broken that promise, but he will not deviate. He is focusing on the Owen so he can get the AEW Championship back. Fucking Hangman did nothing wrong. Just straight up. I don't care. He burned that dude's house down. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I was about to say, might be one thing he might have overstepped his bounds on.
I don't give a shit. Fuck that.
Arson's pushing it a little. But.
Yeah, only a little bit. But then main event, Megan Bayne, Chris Statlander, Tony Storm on commentary. Once again, just Jesus Christ, she's so fucking good.
This is an amazing match.
Yeah, just two fucking hosses just going at it.
Alex, you will enjoy this actually. So Tony Storm's promo she did the other week where she talked about having an orgy and all that, and we were joking about it.
Yeah,
I think it was last week. I got Christina to watch that promo and she laughed. That led into Christina watching a whole deep dive and I mean deep dive, like 2.5 hour long deep dive into the rivalry between Tony Storm and Mariah May.
Yeah.
And how their paths have crossed so many times. Just crossed without tapping them
like scissors.
Oh my God. Like scissors.
Like pairs of scissors crossing.
Yep. Christina is becoming an AEW fan, Alex.
Hell yeah.
Because of Tony Storm. Who I have said is literally the best women's wrestler out there right now.
Bar none, yes. She is the top of the game for AEW in general. She's my favorite champion right now. Easily. Yep,
me too.
Yeah.
I like that she makes every other opponent look strong. Not in oh, I'm weak kind of way, but no, she always understands the odds.
She understands the odds, and in the actual matches, she makes them look strong by beating the piss out of them and getting her own fucking ass kicked too at the same time.
Just becoming a bloody mess.
Shit. Yeah,
just a bloody mess. She was watching some of those matches between Tony and Mariah May, and she was like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, "Just wait." Just wait, because we got Bane in and everything now. We're gonna see some craziness now, and this match was no joke on Bane's end.
Dude, her and Statlander always gives every other wrestler their best match in their career because she's just that fucking good. But Megan Bayne was no fucking slouch in this either. The two of them just bam, just hitting bombs, just hitting bomb after bomb after bomb on each other. It was dope.
This was amazing. This just felt like this was a giants clash, essentially. It was just two giants going at it, and everybody wins.
Yeah, everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Give women more time on the show.
Seriously, especially make them the main event. Come on, all the time.
All the time. So many times. I gotta say, I loved the aftermath action with Tony Storm and Megan Bayne, and Tony Storm calling her just a huge bitch. And the bigger they are, the harder they come. And like, I hope this becomes her catchphrase, but threatening to rip somebody's tits off is fucking great.
Thank you. I was going to ask you if you remembered that moment.
I am timeless Tony Storm, and I will rip your tits off.
I will rip your tits off. God, she's so good. She's so good. If any of you have not started watching AEW, she alone is worth it. Just on her own, let alone all the other great wrestlers that are on AEW.
Yeah, dude, Dynamite this year has started off like being shot out of a cannon and is not slowed down.
Dude, and I love that they're leaning into Tony too. Like, please keep doing this because you have a gold mine here. Literal, you know what? No, you have a slave-free diamond mine. That's what you have here. Because all the blood is Tony's.
Yes, conflict-free diamond mine.
Well, there's conflict. It's just not in the slave end of it. It's just in the we get to see Tony beat people up and get beat up.
Yeah, they're still blood diamonds, aren't they?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
It's their own blood.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring it back down because now we're in Italy for WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes.
And mixed bag, this one.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to rush through this one.
Yeah, hot crowd, though. Hot crowd. Fucking Italy.
The crowd's great.
Fucking Italy brought that shit.
Bro, just like Brussels. They had the same heat.
The European crowds have been amazing.
Yeah, I do more European shows.
And seriously, no joke. No better example than when Randall Keith Orton comes out and all of Italy is singing for him.
Yes, all of them. Like, even the people on the street outside were singing that they hear voices in their head.
Literally, the only reason the Pope came out of the hospital and got better was so that he could sing to Randall Keith Orton.
Yes. Bald Randy Orton, too.
Yeah, like fully shaved.
Yeah, 09 Evil Orton is been teasing the return. I saw it on the social media. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he retweeted a screenshot of a woman a guy just fucking thirsting for her in the DMs, talking about how he'd fight 09 Randy Orton to go on a date with her. Randy just being like, he down bad for you, girl.
Well, you know, he said he was hearing voices. We didn't know what voices, Alex, and now we know.
Yeah, they counsel him.
They counsel him.
But you know what? This just queuing up Randy versus KO. KO coming out in the RKO shirt. We're getting them at WrestleMania. Fuck yeah, they're gonna have fun. I'm waiting for okay, one of two ways. Either Randy's going to kick his fucking head off, or KO's going to absorb the punt kick into his repertoire.
Okay. All right. So I've seen I was going to say I've seen how the punt kick goes. So this is how I see it happening.
Yeah.
Both are going to happen.
Yeah.
He's going to get punted in the head.
Yeah.
He will absorb it. And he will forever have that in his repertoire while he's in his vegetative state. Just dreaming of all the matches he's still having.
Yeah.
Just laying there unable to move, but in his head, kick. Kick.
I feel like this is the perfect setup for Randy to go on a just warpath. Because we're kind of getting that the voices in my head. Well, once he defeats the guy who started the voices, it ain't gonna stop there. That's just the beginning.
Yeah, that's just the beginning, and it's probably gonna lead into a Cena feud. Which
I feel like that too. Yes,
right. We're going back.
You got to work Sami Zayn in there.
Oh yeah, Sammy's gonna make an appearance too. Yeah, like, he's got to make a save or something, and just run back fucking KO versus Sammy again, and fucking let those two make magic.
Oh boys, you know what?
Tag match.
I just thought of it. Sammy's gonna stop. He's gonna suffer the blow of the punt kick for KO.
He's gonna drag him out of the way, and he's gonna end up taking it.
Or him and Randy Double punt kick KO.
A haluva kick from the corner drops him to his knees, and then he gets punt kicked by Randy.
Randy just finishes the third RKO onto KO.
Yeah.
KO's laying there, and he's standing there, and he starts setting up the punt. And just as he's running up, we get a bodyguard moment, and you hear, and you just see Sammy flying in, and he takes the punt kick to the face.
He comes in.
Life will go slow-mo.
Yeah.
Life will do that for you in the right moment.
It will. It's happened to me, yeah.
He's got to come in on that zip line like Shawn Michaels did.
Yeah. But he's just shooting guns.
Yeah, just finger guns. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, he's just finger guns. Bang, bang, bang.
Screw that. Give him a super soaker. Let him slide in.
Randy's getting hit by the finger guns still. He's like,
oh, man. Okay, all right. God. First match of the show is a goddamn Drew McIntyre and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Big Jimmy Uso and Damian Priest for whatever reason. I think struggled to watch this one. I'm sorry. I'm going to admit that. I was like I had my phone in my hand. I was about to start scrolling fucking TikTok, dude.
So this was boring.
Yeah.
I feel like Shinsuke.
Yeah.
You're right. He is totally resigned now that he's not re-signing. He is resigned while not re-signing.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to say.
Like, he's got senioritis, okay? Like, he's just coasting till his contract's up right now.
He was just here to take bumps, brother.
Like, he was on cruise control. He's turned it off, and now his foot is off the gas and the brake at the same time. He's just letting it go.
He's just hands off the wheel.
Yep.
He's like, I know this is my exit, God. I know. But I'm in the middle at the moment, and I have to split. And if I don't, I'll just feel like that's you choosing for me.
Jesus, take the wheel.
This was a bad match. There was no reason for this.
Yep.
This felt like a last-minute thing. I'm not going to lie to you.
It felt like a house show match. That's what it just... Whatever. It was just like, let's just throw a bunch of people at the crowd to make them happy because they should be happy that these people are here kind of match. Good response for Drew McIntyre, though. Like, they were into him.
Oh, yeah. I feel like this was just a way to set up Damian and Drew's rivalry again.
Mm-hmm.
And it could have just been a singles match. I'm not going to lie. This could have just been Damian versus like Shinsuke, and then Drew comes out right after Damian pins a vegetative Shinsuke Nakamura.
This could have been a backstage surprise attack by Drew on Damian that still ends with him laying on the ground and being shouted at. Like this thing could have not been a match.
Right? Like, okay. Do we all agree that Drew wasted those crazy eyes on this? He didn't have to go to that extreme when screaming at Damian. Like, he could have saved that for something better. Like a backstage, 10-second, 20-second promo.
He's just trying to do the most with as little as they've given him. That's just what it is. He's trying his best out there, dude.
He's going to pop them motherfuckers out, boys. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to be stuck that way. Would you want... Okay. Answer me seriously. Let's say you did the crazy eyes in the ring and they got stuck that way and you had to get surgery or whatever. So the last thing people see of you is you going all crazy eyes on a mid fucking match for what feels like a mid rivalry right now.
Oh, God.
Do you want to be remembered that way?
And you're going to be remembered forever.
Yeah, I'd rather be remembered for that than Jey Uso's dive that didn't work. Okay?
Oh.
You know what? All right. You know what? You win. You win. You know who else won? The fans getting to move on from that match.
Yeah, Braun Strowman via DQ against Jacob Fatu. God. Again. Look. It's all right. It's all right. I'm not upset about this. You know. I like Jacob Fatu. Braun Strowman being a monster. Can't be too upset about that. DQ was fucking lazy as shit, though.
Thank you. I was holding my tongue. I was like, when is he gonna say it? When is he gonna say it?
You know I'm gonna fucking say it. DQs shouldn't happen more than like once a quarter, okay?
Right. Okay. I really, 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 really enjoy Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu wrestling each other. They wrestle great with each other. I don't need a DQ between these two. I would love a definitive pin.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, I don't need any of the old bloodline running out to help.
You know what? No, I'm okay with that. If we got Jacob Fatu throwing the fucking hissy fit backstage after the fact, like we got, because that was dope.
Okay, so that's what kind of saved everything for me. But in the match, yes, I was not happy with it. I was like, just let him be out there on his own. Like, just let him do it. Like, come on, boys. Like, we don't all have to steal our buddy's thunder. Like, come on.
Well, and they ain't got no thunder of their own.
Maybe.
Well, you're not wrong there.
Not wrong, yeah.
You're not wrong there, especially because prior to Jacob Fatu and Tamalonga and Tamaloa coming in,
Solo.
Tonga. No, I know. I'm just saying of new people coming into the bloodline. Tonga was the one that we were saying might be the one that gets most over because of his crowd work. No crowd work to be had, but we have had a lot from Jacob Fatu, who also is really amazing and we knew would be. He's been the shining star of that newer bloodline, and this is no different. This match would have been an A match for me, like a 4.5 star for me, had they not done a disqualification.
Yeah.
It was annoying. It wasn't needed.
Yeah. You know what else annoyed the fuck out of me? Was this Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton conversation over Zoom?
Thank you.
Like, what the fuck was this, Charlotte? Like,
they did a Zoom call?
Well, it was a side-by-side, like, split screen, like, conversation. Like, they were in separate locations being interviewed at the same time type of thing.
Basically, Charlotte was in the room somewhere, and then, like, Tiffy was just, like, either in the room on the other end or just through a door.
Yeah.
That seems lazy.
But they have cameras in front of them, so it's just right on. So it looks like
looking straight down the barrel at the camera. And God, like, this was so fucking awkward, dude. Like, they are, like, each week they are ruining the momentum of both of these wrestlers. Okay.
So are you boys team Tiffy on this? Or are you boys team Charlotte?
Tiffy all day.
Okay, same here. Christina said that Charlotte did the better job. I said that Tiffy did the better job. Grandma didn't care to answer, so we didn't really have a definitive answer there on that one. But it just didn't need to happen. This is another thing that didn't need to happen. I feel like not only are they wasting Charlotte's her promo work game, because she tends to be pretty dang good at it, but I feel like with this rivalry, she has just been flat, at least for me. And this was no exception to that. This was just like another, for me, just like, oh, yep, here's Charlotte being just boring again against Tiffy. Tiffy was also boring in this, but slightly less boring. Well, because I'm not going to give it to either of them. This didn't need to happen.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to try and, like, glaze Tiffy Stratton over here, because she's not that good on the mic to begin with, honestly. But, like, when you have a partner like Charlotte who is giving you nothing, just nothing, it's kind of hard to get better, okay?
I feel like at the end of the day, Tiffy sounded more real in the moment, like more believable, at least for me. It just sounded better. She sounded less flat. Like, Charlotte sounded like she could have cared less about the situation, which is fine. You can do that. But they didn't emphasize that. This felt more like outside of kayfabe. I don't want to be doing this, so I'm not going to really put much effort into it.
Yeah. That's what it's kind of felt like the whole time almost. And it feels like it's like character-wise, Charlotte Flair is just apathy incarnate.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yes. Because she did like the queen speaks first, even though the champ speaks first. Because the question was asked to the champ. It was stupid.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I would have liked that more had she actually like not been so monotone about it, because we all remember promos from her in the past, back in the day. She's not always this monotone. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, seriously, other than apathy, just straight apathy.
Yeah,
not caring at all.
Because Tiffany had a great fucking line in this that got cut off, and then they tried to run it back, and it lost all of its impact, where she just straight up called Charlotte just a coattail riding, bitch, by like showing up on whoever is the champ or whoever's at the top of the card and just showing up and being like, I deserve it, fuck you. Like, okay, didn't even, like, she didn't have a retort for that. They had to repeat it because it got cut off the first time, and it just lost all of its impact. Just, I
forgot about that line. See, like that's how bad. And that was a great line.
Yeah,
that was a great line. But this it's just not working. And I don't know if it's just like these two in reality don't get along, because we remember the week prior where they had their little bout and it screwed up the Miz's moment.
The pull apart brawl, and Miz just being like unaware of what's happening.
Like, I feel like that, while starting as a normal spot, turned into an actual shoot, because I'm starting to get the vibe these two legitimately do not like each other and are not willing to play ball with each other, like in the kayfabe kind of way, where one of them hates the other so much, Charlotte, that they are unwilling to even be anything above monotone.
Well, Manager Walsh would put them together as a tag team match.
Hell yeah. You know what?
You guys don't want to work together? You're going to work real close together until you figure this shit out.
Put on your "we have to get together" shirt. We have to get along.
I wonder if in real life if that would actually work too.
Maybe,
because I'm just getting the vibe that Charlotte does not like Tiffy. And I also get the vibe that Tiffy does not like Charlotte, but I feel like this is like more of a one-sided dislike. It's more towards one side than the other. I don't know.
Tiffy doesn't like that Charlotte doesn't like her.
Yeah, maybe.
At the end of the day, sorry, I'm looking to make sure if I put my foot down, I don't step on my dog. I feel like at the end of the day, this rivalry is not gonna really help either person. But the one that will stand tall at the end of the day, I believe, is still going to be Tiffy. I think fans will remember out of this rivalry her contributions more.
I don't know if people are even going to remember this.
They probably won't, Alex.
Depends how it ends.
I don't even remember.
If you have Tiffy beat Charlotte Flair and then, like, put the hand down, help her up, you're like, yeah, see, I am better than you. Maybe that'll put the fire in your ass to actually start trying.
Maybe.
And just, I beat you, I helped you to your feet, and I walked away without saying a word to you. Just kind of that, ooh, I just got my ass kicked, and I lost in every sense of it.
Okay.
So that kind of leads into this idea that I've been having about this WrestleMania, where I feel like it's a passing of the torch. I've been getting this vibe with Charlotte coming back and Cena coming back, that it's very much the old guard that held us through the different eras of WWE. Now passing on the torch to the younger crowd. Like, that's why I still feel like at the end of the day, Cena's not going to take the belt off Cody. I believe Cody's going to defeat Cena. And then vice versa. I feel like Tiffy's going to retain against Charlotte. And this is like them proving they're better than the old guard.
You don't think The Rock is going to cheat in some outlandish way to have Cena beat him?
Oh, I do. I feel like Cody's going to overcome still.
Maybe. Then we get a Cena Money in the Bank run.
Yeah.
Maybe we get a Roman and CM Punk coming to help Cody to take out The Rock.
Avengers reassemble, boys.
Oh, we'll get to those characters at the end of the show.
Or Rock doesn't do anything, and Roman and CM Punk still hunt him down.
You know what was okay? So we ended up just going off on a tangent, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how boring this promo was. You know what wasn't boring though, boys? Was actually kind of fun.
Oh, the Zelina Vega Piper Niven match. Yeah, super fun. This is like the least upsetting thing probably on the show.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, like it exceeded expectations by all means, because Piper Niven fucking
did.
rules, and Zelina Vega's pretty fucking dope.
Dude, both of them were putting out their A game.
Mm-hmm.
You had Chelsea Green out there ramping up the audience and doing some great like vocal work and stuff where she's like coaching Piper.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was great. This match was awesome. This was the sorbet from that you needed to have as a palate cleanser when you just had a shit appetizer and you're about to go into the main course.
Yeah. And dude,
lemon sorbet.
Yeah.
So good.
Main course being Liv Morgan versus Jade Cargill. Yeah, dude. Like,
dude.
God, dude, fucking Liv is on a tear recently, and fucking Jade looked goddamn good in this match for fucking finally. God, she's been getting dragged for fucking weeks now, being off TV. And surprise, surprise, Naomi shows up, looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, you want to know why no one was really able to do anything to Naomi in this moment? Because we all have it in our brains, and she definitely worked the mind game here with her outfit by putting up caution tape. No one crosses that yellow line. You were like, oh, my bad, something on that side. I shouldn't go over there.
Yeah. So
she was able to get in, get out. No one knew. No one was the wiser except for the cameraman who just held on her forever, forever, which was perfect though. It needed to happen. I think you're right though. Liv looked amazing in this. Since that fucking needed that, I'm going to say this every week till I die. She has just been on another level, and I feel like this was just another example of that.
I mean, all the credit.
I have an overall story question.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Liv and the other one
Raquel
didn't beat up Jade.
No, they did not.
No, they just weren't willing to say they didn't or did do it. They just decided to take advantage of the moment.
Have we gotten the overall story, or are they still like, oh, it could
No,
be
it
anything?
was Naomi. It was Naomi. Yeah,
that's why Naomi's feuding with
Bianca,
Jade and
Jade.
Bianca.
Derek,
I got kicked
out.
Oh no!
You went poof gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna rejoin.
Yeah.
I was looking at the camera too, so it looked like I just went bloop.
Bloop. But yeah, no, like that's what it is. And Jade is still taking it out on Liv and Raquel for some reason, and Liv and Raquel are going against Jade because they are upset that they were taking the blame as the red herring, I guess.
Well, so the way I kind of feel about it is she didn't like that these two were so willing to take advantage of the situation and not just outright say it wasn't us.
Yeah.
Because originally think of Jade as a missile. She's a missile, and she was pointed at them, and she destroyed them. When went back in the day, but now right at the last moment she's about to hit her target, and we all find out it's Naomi, so she actually goes after Naomi.
Yeah.
And we get one of the rawest, realest promo work between Naomi and Bianca right after that, with Naomi actually admitting to it, and then you see that missile come out of the entranceway as Bianca is walking up the ramp, and she goes, yeah, that's your target right over there. You go hit that. And then Jade go hit that.
Yeah.
So this was like revenge now at this point for getting hit, and much more. There's like a deeper rivalry between the two because Naomi's very much jealous of Jade and feels like she should be next to Bianca, not Jade.
Yeah, this is a story of collateral damage is what it is. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Liv is the type that will capitalize on stuff. That's like the way her character is. So it makes perfect sense why she wouldn't just say, no, it wasn't me.
Yeah, and
it helps her out.
Liv's character work is still, like, besides the ring work, is elevating too, because she has created this persona for herself as this cunning, conniving shit heel who will cheat to win, but can also like beat you clean if she wants to. Like it works, right?
Dude,
I can beat you clean, but why would I?
Exactly.
it's very much Eddie Guerrero vibes.
It's working.
Where Eddie could easily beat you clean, but he's going to have more fun beating you dirty.
Yeah.
So
dirty. Oh god.
Yep.
Now,
but this was an okay match.
it was okay. Yeah. Wasn't blow away great, but it was a good showing from Jade after being on the shelf for fucking the first 3 months of the year, basically.
Yeah, and honestly, it led right into something else that happened, Alex, that was really nice. That was another, like, palate cleanser, so to speak, for something that would be coming up.
Well, what would that be?
That would be a video promo package about what we assume is Rey Fenix.
We fucking know it's Rey Fenix. It's very clearly Rey Fenix in the video footage. Like, they got
Alex,
close up on his tattoos and shit.
Alex, I can't see you because it's just a black screen for me. But I can tell you, I can feel the look you gave me.
I felt that look before.
I've felt it before.
Look, it's all well and good, but the main event was more shenanigans with the tag team division on SmackDown just being fucking insane, of all these different people vying for the titles. Finally, like, we're getting some focus for it to be Los Garza versus Street Profits, the fucking champs. Finally, my fucking boys are got some gold around their waists. God damn.
Oh my god, fucking finally, brother. And their entrance today for this SmackDown was great. You can tell they are so fucking pumped to be the tag team champs again, dude. It's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been several years, and they showed out, and showed why they are the tag team champs, because they put on a fucking performance, because those boys can fucking wrestle. God damn. The vertical leap on Montez Ford needs to be studied, bottled, and used for fucking rockets to send us into space. My god, that man's got hops.
Dude. And Dawkins with his fucking like jumping elbow. Like dude can hit the rope, jump immediately, like one step off the rope, and still hit you no matter where you are.
Yeah, dude. Dawkins and Tez have been some of my all-time favorites for a while, just as, like, they're in my boys' stable. Like, if I was building a roster, they would be on it, because they are fucking so goddamn good at everything that they do.
Well, if you remember, when we did our season 2 round robin for picking and everything, our draft picks, you picked up Dawkins quick, and I was real annoyed. And then, unfortunately, Montez Ford was not in those bits. We had to go and search for him. But I don't think any of us ever found him.
No, we have not picked up Tez at all.
No.
Dawkins was my champ for a long time.
Yeah, like we were going out of our way to try and get them when possible. So,
yeah. But, jeez, these boys... God, they need to find
Los Garzas look good too.
Yeah, fucking. The only thing that's like a downside is like fucking Santos Escobar is just being furniture.
A bit, yeah. Santos Escobar, see.
I did
for some reason
really enjoy the emphasis they put on when Los Garza had Tez up on the top rope, and we're about to do like a press slam, and he just flipped out of it, and how they just held on that moment with just like Tez just like, he was aura farming is what he was doing. He was just farming aura in that moment, and it was like fucking Los Garzas. Those boys were fucking milking it too.
Dude, for real. This was it was really nice to have a final match be a tag team match. To start putting some weight behind the tag team belts again. Yeah. And the fans were here for it. Not only those who watched at home from seeing a lot of the comments and stuff going on about it on threads, but also those fans in the stands, because Italy was fucking ready for this match, man. It was like they were fucking hungry for it.
Yeah. But the actual main event of the show was OTC, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk all interrupting each other for kind of a fucking nothing promo train here. A lot of pointing at the WrestleMania sign and kind of some half-hearted brawling, I would say.
Aren't none of them in it?
Well, so if you didn't notice, Walsh, my headcanon is that tag team match was the final match because that was good.
Yeah.
This was a thing.
This was a thing. High point was CM Punk calling Seth Rollins Grimace.
Yeah,
because he's wearing that purple outfit.
Yep.
Well, that's just a win.
I feel bad because I was looking forward to this rivalry kind of setup.
Yep.
We knew this was coming, but I don't know. It just didn't work for me.
No, it just like they should be calling themselves Mr. Clean because they're all fucking washed at this moment. Like, it feels like they are just disrespecting these three characters who should be, headliners by all means at WrestleMania, but they're getting thrown in a triple threat and it feels last minute and it doesn't feel as important as anything else that these three have done for the past year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying the other two are bad, but you got those three and then a belt match at WrestleMania with Gunther and Uso.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. There's a little bit of a imbalance there, in my opinion, but, you do what you can.
Yeah. I mean, look, Uso and Gunther are going to open up night one, probably. That's going to be the first match on the card, I'm assuming. These guys are going to close it out, main event, triple threat on night one. Like, that's what my headcanon is telling me right now. Because
that would probably be a better setup.
Yeah, they've got a couple of weeks to get it to where it needs to be. This week was just spinning their wheels. Like, it felt like they are just buying time till they can try and do something more important. And I'm throwing this out there, okay? They did some pre-tape this year. There was the fantastic one they did with Cody and Roman on the 50-yard line that was melodramatic and shit and shot beautifully. And then they had that shit one leading to Bad Blood with Punk and Roman sitting in a fucking conference room looking like a fucking made-for-TV Hallmark movie, trying to be all fucking dramatic. That didn't work. I hope they find the first one's vibe for these three leading to WrestleMania, and we get something kind of epic feeling to kind of build it up. Like, give them some time to script and put something together. Or just give Punk a fucking mic and let him go fucking apeshit again. Like he did the other week after fucking Elimination Chamber. Because that was fucking hot as shit. Do that again.
No, we're going the Hallmark route. We actually got Kirk Cameron to direct.
God damn it. God fucking damn it.
That promo that we got between Punk and Roman when they were sitting in that room hashing it out.
Yeah.
I remember it being very smoky in there. I could be wrong on the memory, but I remember it being smoky in there and no one was smoking.
I think there was a fireplace.
That's not good enough. That's not
Snoop.
good enough.
Snoop was over in the corner. I just couldn't see him on camera.
He's got some fat J's. Look.
Was this before or after he listened to Taylor Made and got called out by Kendrick? And hoping it was the edibles.
It's actually during.
He was crashing out.
He was over there with Jay, both crashing out.
Just like, we fucked up, dude. Look.
Oh, God.
These three are some of the top performers in WWE. I have faith they can turn this around, but this week was fucking dog water, bro.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was. That's why my headcanon, boys, is the tag team match was the closing match.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
At least we can give credit to the international crowd just being fucking phenomenal. Like, the highlight of all of WWE's programming this week has just been the crowds. Like, that's the saving grace on the shows this week, right? We can admit that.
So, I feel like for as mid as these shows were, overall, as a whole, the crowds alone is going to make it so that when they go back to actually put in some crowds cheering for promos or like commercial segments and stuff, they're going to go back to Italy. They're going to go back to Brussels. And they're going to grab those moments because damn were they hot, man. That fucking crowd. Both of them. Both of them.
God. And was it this week we've got the UK crowd, right? They're in London.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, let's get some more fucking soccer chants going. I love it.
Dude, we've been sent from Brussels to Italy, and likely going to happen in the UK as well. We get a lot of ole, 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 oles, and it's amazing.
Yeah, they're the bouncing souls. We drink beer.
Don't judge me on that joke, please. That was really bad.
Keep the joke going.
Sorry, I was in shame mode.
You're in shame. You're spiraling.
Yeah, I was crashing out. Over there with Snoop and Jay.
Look, something that we can talk about from this week that'll put a smile on all of our faces. Remember Alberto Del Rio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No. He's been wrestling south of the border recently, and some promotions, and he has been suspended because there was a mouthy crowd member, and he decided he was going to try and fucking smash him with a steel chair.
Bravo, brother.
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
Alberto Del Rio, you unhinged bastard. My God, I'm surprised you're not in jail. Fucking monster.
I love it. Some New Jack shit right there.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Sorry, it's not. It's his. He owns it. It's his. Oh, we lost to Walsh.
Yeah, because he's dipping out. We're ready to wrap here. he's like, oh, we're done. That's enough.
He's like, screw you guys. I'm going home.
Mm-hmm.
Walsh, you are home.
He is. We're all home.
We're all home. Come back. Thank you. Okay.
There he is.
Sorry, my brain couldn't handle it. I was like, I need him here.
Yeah. Oh, God. Thank y'all for joining us. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you next week, where hopefully we've got better stuff to talk about from the WWE end. And
it's gotta be, right?
It's gotta be, right? God, oh my God, I forgot.
Whoa.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say on Raw, which will be airing tonight, we've got a tag team match of Grayson Waller versus, guess who? Jey Uso and a mystery partner. So it can only go up from here, right?
Gunther.
I didn't enjoy that, but $20 says it's his brother.
It's
Otis.
Oh. I think it's Big Jim. Oh, who?
Otis.
I would love that. Brother, yes.
They said they got his back.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. See, unlike Dominic Mysterio, Walsh watches the product.
Oh, man. That's real pathetic for Dom.
How
am I getting more info?
Can we get a rebranding of Alpha Academy into Yeet Academy?
Fuck yes.
Yes, we can.
Dude, have them do the entrance from the crowd with him? Yes.
Dude. Anybody at WWE, if you're listening, please. I understand you're not going to give us money when you take this idea, this amazing idea.
We're aware.
But just have it say night off somewhere in the background, please.
Oh, yeah, dude. We've talked about this before. I'll talk about it again. Anybody who gets a night off sign on television programming, broadcast, I will give you the friends and family code for our store. And also, for the first one who does it, the first one only, I'm going to buy something on me. Like, on me, 100%. I will get you one item, whatever you want. Free of charge, on me.
Wait, from the store? Or
from the store.
Do you mean
from
anywhere?
the store. Not anywhere.
I choose bar of gold.
Shit.
I want a... Mine's
Sucker.
cheaper. I want a shipping container full of Dreamcast games. Ooh, all of them that weird fish game that you would grow, and he had that weird fucking
Seaman?
Leonard. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
we could all
do
be
grow all
C-men
weird
together.
into faces.
Mm-hmm. Oh God.
Ugh.
Ugh. Anyway. Thank you all for joining us. Only thing left to do, let's say goodnight, boys.
Good night, everybody.
Buenas noches, night shift.
Keep walking the streets looking for John Claude Van Damme carrying cross.
Motherfucking Bloodsport.
Yeah.